All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic that we are going to get in is about the Tesla Model Y inventory and when is it going to be coming back. I think that if history were to repeat itself, Tesla Model Y inventory is coming very, very soon. So we'll take a look at the inventory charts. We'll take a look at what's actually out there. And of course, let me know, do you have an inventory order right now on your queue, a Model Y order? Did you get bumped up? Are you taking delivery right now this month, or are you getting pushed out to the third month or even the next quarter? So we're going to jump into all of that. But before we do that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel, but more on that later. And thank you to my latest Patreon members down below. I was able to figure this out, this scrolling thing, so we can leave it on and it won't be intrusive. But thank you to Shrikant, Jimmy, Christian, Roland, and Alan. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Thank you for supporting. And if you want to join the Patreon, down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you support the channel and you can get a variety of benefits. So definitely check it out. And some of those will be beneficial to you if you're about to buy a Tesla. That's for sure. All right. So let us jump into this. So this is Tesla.com, Tesla's website. We can see here is the Model Y. Okay price, right? 54,990, and the Model Y Performance at 58,990. But of course, there's been a while in which there was a Model Y all-wheel drive standard range version that has a price as well. And if you're curious on what price that actually is, it's currently 51,990. So here's a Tesla price history tracker where you can see that the current price of the Tesla Model Y standard range all-wheel drive with a 269 mile range is a 52. Long range is 55, and then Model Y Performance is $59,000. So I mean, I've asked this question a lot on which one do you think is the best, option, or which one's the most value. And a lot of people seem to think a lot of people seem to really like the Model Y long range at $55 or even $52,000, which was at its, or $53,000, which was at its lowest price ever. But I certainly start to think sometimes that maybe the $52,000 one is the best deal, and also because it's really the vehicle that has the most inventory. Tesla likes to dump a lot of Model Y all-wheel drives into inventory and in stock, and they've done this time and time again throughout the past couple of weeks. And so shout out to mattjung.net. He's made this great inventory tracker chart, and he posted this tweet the other day, and he says, seems like we should be due for another batch of Tesla Texas-built Model Ys to hit inventory in the next day or two. Inventory levels might offer some insight into the ramp here, since you can't custom order them. Just an idea to be thinking about. And so, of course, he's referring to the inventory levels. It seems to always ramp up at this high point when Tesla decides to dump all their Model Y all-wheel drive standard ranges all at the same time. They'll do that, and then of course those vehicles start to sell, and then we get back to our low levels of what we're used to, at least used to recently, with Model Ys essentially being sold out. We're going, what you can see really accurately, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, give or take. And so the last inventory dump was on the 18th, and then the one right before that was on the 10th. And so basically it's 7 to 8 days, and now it's the 18th. We should be heading to our 7th day, maybe tomorrow or Saturday or even Sunday. So if you're on the lookout, if you're looking to get a Tesla Model Y all-wheel drive standard range, or if you're trying to switch, then these, it would be a very good time to try and track these sites, track the Waiting for Tesla sites, track the Tesla.com site for your vehicle, because most likely it's going to pop up this weekend if you're looking to switch to an all-wheel drive standard range. Going to Waiting for Tesla.com, there's not a lot of Tesla Model Ys available for sale right now. You can see if we filter this down to long range or all-wheel drive, there's really only 4 all-wheel drives available for sale and 3 long ranges available for sale. And probably these are not in like high volume market areas. We've got like Pennsylvania, New York, Pennsylvania, New York again, New York again. So really these are kind of just obscure and off out there. I think yesterday when I was looking, or a couple days ago when I called Tesla just to see if there's any deals out there, there was only 7-seaters out there that was actually available. And I certainly get it. Like if you are trying to get a Tesla Model Y before this tax credit goes officially changes, because that's sometime in March, then you'll probably want to try and take delivery ASAP. And so there really hasn't been any clarification on when this tax credit is actually changing for Tesla. All we've heard is a during March type of time frame, and so we don't know if it's going to be March 1st, March 31st, but what we've heard so far, at least from like 6 or 7 people that have heard from their Tesla sales reps, is that it's being pushed to March 31st. But of course there's no real like absolute confirmation on that. So if you're hearing that, I want to hear from you. Send me screenshots, post it in the chat, post it in the comments. I want to hear like what is going on with that for sure. But if you're on the lookout for a Tesla Model Y, I would say be on the lookout this weekend. Stock these waiting for Tesla sites, because there probably will be an inventory dump pretty soon. We'll call it release batch, inventory release. Inventory dump sounds funny, but there's gonna be a good one. That's kind of Tesla's MO until they really finally bring out the Model Y all-wheel drive standard range for ordering. That's just probably going to keep happening time and time again. And that's probably going to be an announcement for March 1st, like Investor Day, right? They're probably going to maybe address that, maybe flip on the switch so that you can order a Model Y standard range directly from the site, because, that would be pretty nice, right? If we could order it to an exact spec, and so that way you can know exactly which one you're getting right off of the bat. But we're going to jump into our comments and some of our questions. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you schedule, or after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price, including credit unions on the list that have interest rates as low as 3.2% to 4%, all better than Tesla financing rates from 60 to 80 months. So definitely check out if you're interested. Link down below in the description if you want to support the channel. Oh, I'm trying this new thing where I can like mess with stream markers, I guess, but I guess it doesn't really work. Yeah. Oh well, but thanks for joining in. Hope everyone's having a good Friday today. Of course, we will jump into the comments, into the live chats, all the questions that you have. We got a good amount of topics today, so we're going to try and run through some of these. This next one actually is pretty big indeed. So let's see if we can set this up. All right, so welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to get into what seems to be a hardware 4.0 leak. And if this is all true, then maybe a piece of hardware for Tesla cameras have been being installed since December of 2022 on Tesla Model 3 Ys and all the vehicles. So we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at what this exactly means. It's a pretty long post, and of course you can search it for yourself and take a look at it exactly, see if you've pulled something different. But I want to know what your thoughts are on it. But it looks like Tesla hardware is starting to be rolled out. Tesla hardware 4.0 production has started, and it's not just the Model S and the X, but all different models as well. So we'll take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel, but more on that later. All right, so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Inside EVs and also Tesla Scope as well. We'll take a look. It was really primarily Tesla Scope, but Inside EVs kind of took the information and kind of summarized it up for us. But the headline is Tesla upgrades leaked. redesigns and huge announcements from Musk. And so this is really just pointing out to the TeslaScope tweet. So we'll go straight to it here, but it gets pretty interesting. It seems like a lot of information was leaked from TeslaScope, but to try and summarize it from the back, from the top is, so quote, the best time to buy a Tesla is always. Then they go through what all the different summaries that they're going to go through. But let's to the quote, let's tackle the elephant in the room. Hardware 4.0, latest autopilot state of executive, etc. Hardware 4.0 has already begun production. Tesla's goal for all vehicles to be delivered with this new hardware by the end of summer, including those made in China and Berlin. And the really things that stuck out to me is, as of this moment, no actively produced Model S, 3, X, and Y will include the additional cameras. Tesla has begun to upgrade the resolution of cameras silently starting in late December of 2022. So this, pretty interesting, right? So as about a week ago, the green only, which we showcased and showed that he found pictures of the new hardware 4.0, showed the new hardware 4.0, which include additional camera points, and additional cameras present the opportunity for increased capability alongside generally improving autopilot confidence. So it looks like as maybe possibly some of the hardware 4.0 was actually being snuck in a little bit, or at least maybe the cameras were being upgraded. But then now, starting maybe whenever this is going to be announced, or maybe even now, hardware 4.0 is going to be rolled out for some of the vehicles out there, or at least maybe the cameras are being produced. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I want to know what your thoughts on this are. Do you think, of course, this is all speculation. Well, it's not even speculation. It's all, so this is where the key part, everything expressed below has been shared by Tesla employees, although we must legally note it does not represent the company. So it looks like an employee must have leaked all this to TeslaScope, and then they're kind of just rehashing it and posting out here. But another thing that kind of stuck out to me is that there's a bunch of other enhancements too. So windshield glass assembly, left-hand drive infrared acoustic. This is maybe a redesign for the Model 3 and the Model Y. And then here's a quote that's specifically for the Model 3 and Model Y is the Model 3 and Y will receive a handful of exterior and interior changes, including new mirrors and a tri-band GPS, allowing Tesla to eliminate the need for various sensors, including external temperature. So many other refinements are in a way, although I can't speak to this right now. And then lastly, of course, speaking about Investor Day, Tesla Investor Day that's happening on March 1st, Elon Musk will make one of the most significant Tesla announcements in many years at Investor Day. So, of course, we're going to be trying to watch it, or at least trying to live stream it. I don't know if I'm going to live stream it, but it seems like there's going to be a lot of different things that are going to be coming out with the hardware for some exciting stuff as well. I mean, that's also why they potentially could be trying to put on clearance the Model S and the X, because those vehicles right now don't have the new cameras, and I don't know if they will be obsolete, but they essentially won't be able to be used for this new hardware 4.0. They've talked about retrofits before, and it sounds like it will not be able to be retrofitted to the new hardware 4.0. So it says right here, we're also sad to inform the community that no decision changes have been made regarding hardware 3.0 to 4.0 retrofits. The answer internally at Tesla is still no. These service bulletins for the retrofits are still a non-existent. There is a small amount of hope, as there is an occasional internal chatter regarding this, although nothing has changed since Elon's last update during the shareholder meeting. So you might be asking, why haven't any customers delivered hardware 4.0 yet if the vehicles are sitting on the delivery lot? The software to support the hardware 4.0 is still being finalized and must be completed before deliveries begin next month. And engineers at Tesla have a deadline to achieve this by March, so give them your patience and support. This is undoubtedly a stressful timeline. So really what it seems like this is hardware 4.0 is going to be produced and shipped on vehicles. I mean, we were just thinking, I was thinking that it was only going to be the Model S and the X, but now Model 3 and Y are going to be included with this, and that cameras have been silently produced, if not sold in those vehicles since December. So really it's like, I guess take a look at your cameras and see which ones you have and which ones you don't, because you should be able to find it and see it. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff on hardware 4.0. Let me know your thoughts on it. Do you think this is legit? Do you think it's actually coming out? Because I certainly thought that hardware 4.0 was going to be a little bit later, like maybe even Q3, Q4, but it seems like it's going to be a lot sooner than later. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts. We're going to jump into the comments and some of the live stream comments. But today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. saying. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you support the channel. So definitely check it out if you want to see it. All right, water break. If you're just joining in, thank you. Tesla Model Y inventory has basically gone down to 0 again, but we are speculating that a inventory dump or increase will be coming soon. It seems like they're doing in basically every 6 to 7 days from Tesla. Tesla will dump a bunch of or upload or post a bunch of Model Y standard range all-wheel drives. But we'll see. We'll see. We shall see, that's for sure. All right, let's jump into the comments. VOPD style, thank you. CE user business strategy, nice. My friend got it updated for Model YP, getting it 225 to 34. Okay, nice. I have a Model Y long range. Can I swap for 21 performance wheels? Yeah, of course. You just need to find someone that can swap with you after you buy the car. He's praying that he can get it before March. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but it seems like maybe it's getting pushed to just March 31st. So maybe it'll be okay for everybody. But I guess we won't know till a week from now. 1 second. My dog was trapped in here, wanting to get out. Do you have any financing options for friends in Canada? Unfortunately, I do not. But if anybody is in the chat, wants to hook up Rick, definitely drop it in the chat. I don't even know anything about the Canada financing market, but it's probably much different. That's for sure. Long range is the best because of the better mileage. Yes, 100%. If you do road trips or anything like that, it's 100% worth it for the long range. Long range isn't available till June. Yes, yeah. It looks like if you order one now, it's anywhere from April to June of this year. So it's definitely a long period of time. It is what it is. I like that username. Sup, Season Ocean. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to another video. Happy Friday, Dennis. Happy Friday to you, Jason. Getting in Model Y performance. Think about changing the tires for a smoother ride. Front, rear. Has anyone done the setup on the Model YP? I don't know, but I would just say, I mean, what I did was I switched them to the induction rims since they're 20-inch rims and they're staggered, and so I could rotate them. And they're also a little bit comfortable too, maybe like 10 to 15% more comfortable. Do they ship the existing inventory or are they available only for pickup? They can do a mixed bag of both depending on what location you're at. Each vehicle is a different process. So it really is just contact a Tesla rep and see which one they'll actually ship for you. Model YP order date 2/7, delivery date March 21st. When will the VIN, text, or assignment? Probably, I would say you'll probably get it like a couple weeks before March 21st. Any recommendations on mud flaps for Tesla Model Y? Well, actually, I do. Check out the links on the screen. We've got 3 partners on the Tesla parts website. So Tamai, Jawa, and Tesloid. Tesloid sponsored a floor mat giveaway last Friday. I think we're going to announce the winner probably after I finish the stream on Instagram. But here are the discount codes. You can go to their websites, and those are the discount codes right after that. But all of them have great products, including Tesloid at the bottom. So check it out for those mud flap recommendations. For sure, it's kind of all the same thing, but that's what I would recommend for that if you are interested. See, anybody with matrix lights on an Austin long range? I don't think so. I think it's only Fremont that it actually comes out with those matrix headlights. I ordered a Model Y Performance, was able to get it for $56,990. Congrats. My EDD is 310 to 331. Hope I can get the full $7,500 also. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, everybody gets the $7,500 tax credit on it. So hopefully it really gets pushed out to March 31st. My Model Y from Austin has no matrix light, delivered 128. Yeah, I have not heard of an Austin delivery with the matrix headlight. So I don't know. How do they quietly upgrade camera relationship? Wouldn't that be new camera? Yeah, I don't know. What time is the 3-1 investor call? That's a good question. So used to typing inventory. Investor day call time. I want to say it's like they usually do like 2 p.m. PST. So let's see here. It'll most likely be a live stream. Let's see. It doesn't say, huh? Huh. Does not say what time. Interesting. Huh. It's weird. If anybody knows what time the investor day, I think it's like an all. Is it an all day? It must be like a. I want to say it's like a 4 p.m., 5 p.m. For Central their time, maybe even 3 p.m. Who knows? If I had an order for an 80 Tesla, I would cancel it just to wait for hardware 4.0 at this point. Yeah, I could see that. It would certainly could make sense. But really, if it's really for like full self driving, I guess autopilot too. So really have to see how often you use those systems. And then, but I mean, some of these discounts on the Model S and the X, it's pretty big. So I'm not sure if it would be tough. If I was in that situation, yeah, it would be tough. Glad to see Dennis relaxing background once again. Green is more relaxing than orange. Yes, 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 yes. The orange background that you had was too intense for the eyes. Yeah, we won't do orange again. That was definitely different. But yeah, it was nice. Should I buy a Tesla if I live in an apartment complex? Yeah, sure. Why not? Hardware 4.0 camera in March delivery cars then? Yeah, possibly. That's, if we believe Tesla Scope and what the information they got, could be. Hey Dennis, how are you? I just received my Model Y 2 weeks ago, and there are few little upgrades. I think I might have. I'm not sure since I'm fairly new to the Tesla community. What do you mean exactly by that? There's already new inventory and Model Y performance in Cali. Ooh, slick deal time. Oh, whoa, look at that. And just like that, everyone, we've what we predicted has happened live on stream already. We went from 7 to 19 Model Ys already. It looks like a lot of these are the all-wheel drive standard range variants, and they're starting to dump them for all locations all over the place. So you see this one, Carlsbad production 220 February 27th. So that's 3 days from now. Here's one, Washington, Columbus, Ohio, Texas, all over the place. But yeah, I mean, if I were to do it again, I would probably get the Model Y standard range, unless there was like a substantial deal. Well, actually, now, if I was this late in the game, this late in the game, in a sense, like if I believe the tax credit changes on March 1st, then I would just pick whatever's in stock and available with white interior, of course, because I haven't gotten that one yet. For example, I have an auto dimming mirrors on the side and the review along with ambient lighting. I'm not sure if that was included previously or not. I think it was. Yeah. I'll check the cameras when I get home. Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard of those slight upgrades, but it's definitely possible. That's for sure. I drove by the Fremont factory this morning. 50% of the parking lot is occupied by Model Y and 20 to 30% Model 3. Yeah. Tesla is trying to ramp up and produce as many Tesla Model Ys as possible because they got a lot of people in the queue for Model Y and not so much Model 3, right? Because Model 3 inventory, there's still readily a ton of vehicles available for sale. We can see if we just switch to Model 3, 180, that's a decent amount. But there's only 19 Tesla Model Ys available for sale across the country from what at least is posted for sale. Any luck worth Model Y standard range base with 19-inch in NorCal? Like, how much is that worth? 45,000? Does Model Y standard range have LFP? It does not, from what we've researched. It does have 4680, but not LFP. What are your thoughts on swapping Model Y performance for Model 3 20-inch turbines at 9-inch wide? I don't know if I would do that. Yeah, is it 20-inch square? If it's 20-inch square, then sure, why not? John, hi Dennis. I ordered my Model Y 127. If I change the Model Y P, will I get delivery by March? My delivery date is 3/31/247. Well, actually, that's kind of our next topic because I want to hear from you all on that. So let's switch it up here. Let me hit the marker if that works. It seems like it works. So let's do that. I guess we'll just roll with it. But welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to get into a little hack that we might have stumbled upon on trying to get your inventory order or trying to get your Tesla Model Y order bumped up a little bit. And so I'm going to create this video and we're going to talk about this topic just to see if you can, if there's anybody out there that this has happened to. And so we can try and post this trick out there and maybe other people can switch their order up to try and get their orders bumped up earlier as well. So let me know if this trick did work for you. if you did it pretty recently. And so, so that way we can help everybody else out there that is waiting for a Tesla Model Y, or even maybe Model 3 too, but probably not Model 3, but specifically Tesla Model Y. So if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel, but more on that later. And thank you to John Wang for posting this question, I guess, because there's always been hacks to how to change your delivery or change your specifications by changing from model long range to performance or vice versa. And performance used to be always used to be a little bit of a hack, in a sense that you get the quicker, because from what the website says. So if you look at long range right now, it says April, June. If we switch it to performance, it says March to April. So of course Tesla bumps that delivery time or estimated delivery time up, because Tesla really wants to sell these higher revenue cars earlier because they make more profit. But it seems like some people have been doing a slight edit to their Model Y long range orders specifically that might be bumping up their orders pretty recently. And what that hack or that specification change is changing your Tesla Model Y rims from Gemini to 20-inch induction rims. So this is a comment. I've gotten multiple comments like this before recently, at least within the past couple weeks, but this is one I got very recently, like 5 hours ago. So we'll see, this is what it actually says. So quote, I upgraded my wheels to the 20-inch inductions and was able to get the car in February, picking up tomorrow. Hopefully there's no issues with the car. Fingers crossed emoji. And so this might be a way to actually, hack the system and to try and get your delivery bumped up earlier. And if we try to look at this, I guess, like logically, and see what other vehicles are out there in the Model Y inventory, we can see here on Waiting for Tesla, all these vehicles, all these Tesla Model Ys, or at least most of them, have the induction rims. So maybe there's a surplus of induction rims that they're just trying to choose to put on induction rims first. And so I'm not saying that you should do this to your Tesla Model Y order and change that to $2,000 more. But if you're on the verge of potentially risking a $3,750 discount or a $7,500 tax credit, and then it potentially might go to $3,750, you might still win in the end if you're able to take it delivery earlier than later. So let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know if this has worked for you. Have you done this recently? And what date did you do it recently? And what did your order delivery get, or estimated delivery date, get pushed up and you took delivery? Because I want to know, is this actually a valid hack, or is it just, mostly coincidences at this point, or coincidences? Because, the Tesla tax credit, or the federal tax credit for the Tesla Model Y vehicles and the Model 3 vehicles does change sometime in March, but we just don't know exactly what date that actually is. It could be March 1st, it could be March 31st. We actually have no idea. We heard yesterday from a few Tesla people, or from a few people that asked that question to their Tesla advisors, that it potentially might be pushed all the way to the end of March, but we just don't know if that's any confirmed thing at all. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know if this has worked for you. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down in the description of the Patreon link, so you can support the channel. So definitely check it out if you're interested. All right, water break. Let's jump back into the comments and the questions. When are they increasing the CVRP amount? It could be 228. That's the next date of the new announcement. Let's see if there's more inventory now. Ooh, they're selling like hotcakes. Naveen, hi Dennis, thanks for your tips. I've been following your live daily for a while now. Found a Model Y with the same build inventory and called Tesla, and they put they concern and assign the VIN. Nice. You're one of the lucky few, because Tesla is not that quick for most others. So you were able to get that and lock that down. Congrats to you for sure. Rich J, when did you place your order? Nice, nice. Let's see, 118, nice. I ordered a Model Y long range on 129 and switched to an inventory car and took delivery on February 9th. Congrats. Yeah, that's really quick. That's what, a week and a half? Not bad at all. Any price bumps coming for the Model Y? I was predicting last Friday, but at this point, I don't think they're going to mess with month-end sales. So I think they're going to see what's going to shake out with the March 1st tax credit, and also Investor Day, if they announce something there as well. Previously, the EDD was 3 to 31. Now it's been updated 2 to 34. It also says we're continuing the transition to Tesla Vision, our camera base. Yes, yeah, I forgot about that. I was going to talk about that, but maybe we'll see. Hey, Dennis, I ordered my Tesla January 14th and got delivery on Valentine's Day. Nice. Congrats. Congrats to that. Let me pull that up actually, because someone sent me a screenshot of that the Tesla Vision thing, and so I wanted to kind of just talk about it to see, what's everybody's thoughts on it, because that now it's looking clear and clear that what they sent out to everybody for the accept your delivery, it means that Tesla Vision is going to roll out for other vehicles very, very soon, and so that would mean that a lot of these vehicles won't actually have. Oh, that's right. It was an Instagram. Someone Instagrammed to me. And thanks to everybody that likes, thanks to everybody that sends, pictures. Oh, it was a Twitter. Yeah, that's right. That sends me news ASAP and quickly, because it helps out a lot, because, it's hard to have eyes everywhere. That's for sure. But thanks for that. So I guess we'll just talk right into that. Actually, I really don't have any thoughts on it. So we'll just show. So Tesla has been sending these Tesla Vision, disclaimers out. Let me know what your thoughts on this are. But it seems like, quote, Tesla, we are taking the next step in Tesla Vision. Pending orders are receiving this disclaimer and ask orders to proceed with delivery. What are your thoughts? And so here's the exact quote. I'm sure a lot of you got this same exact message in your Tesla account. But it seems like now we are learning that Tesla Hardware 4.0 is actually going to start rolling out to the Model Y and Model 3. And most likely the reason why they're essentially making you sign or approve this disclaimer, because of what's happening on March 1st, which is Tesla Investor Day. Seems like they're going to announce a lot of things with the hardware 4.0s, all that stuff. And they basically don't want a lot of people to cancel and or try and push your order. And they're trying to lock you in now, because they're getting you to agree that your vehicle won't have what they're about to announce on March 1st. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff, but here's the quote. Quote, we are taking the next step in Tesla Vision. Your vehicle now relies on camera vision to measure distance to safety objects. Quote, this new approach enables improved visibility, better object detection, and greater abilities in the for autopilot in the future. With this move, your Model Y is no longer equipped with ultrasonic sensors, which will temporarily impact some features. So I think this is kind of like the same messaging they've had for a while. So I'm not sure if this is like updated completely, but they made a lot of people sign this disclaimer, so to speak. But this is kind of right in line of what Tesla Scope was able to announce and find, the other day, that a lot of cameras have been slowly and silently been upgraded since December of 2022 for the Tesla Model 3, Y, and all the different vehicles. And that hardware 4.0, the actual software or the hardware for it, is actually not going to be installed until a little bit later for the Model 3 and Model Y. And so definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts. Did you get the same exact disclaimer, and are you going to proceed, or are you going to cancel your order because you want hardware 4.0 100%? I mean, hardware 4.0 is great, or it's always going to be the latest technology, right? Tesla's always going to have something, and it really seems to affect with the autopilot and full self-driving systems. And so, I mean, there's always going to be another thing. There's always, you can never really time buying a Tesla, unfortunately, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it, and are you going to try and keep your order still, because you probably have a good price, but it seems like with all this new and latest, greatest tech, Tesla probably will want to, charge a little bit more as well, and upgrade or up the price as well. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. We're going to jump back into the comments into the live stream, but this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description of the Patreon link. So definitely check it out if you're interested, if you want to support the channel. All right, water break. If you're just joining in, welcome. We're expecting a Tesla inventory dump very, very soon. Probably will see a ton of them this weekend, maybe it's tomorrow. Saw a friend who ordered Model Y long range on 2.4 and got EDD April to May, then switched to a Model Y Performance on 2.6, got EDD March, April, but he heard switching to induction will get the vehicle soon, so he switched. Nice. Model Y long range with induction got delivered on February 28th. Okay, yeah. So maybe that is the case then. Maybe switching to inductions really worked. I just signed it last night too. Now my date is to be TBT. Interesting. Model 3 Performance 20-inch turbines are square. They seem to be an excellent option for the Model YP. Will I lose any handling? I don't think so. I mean, you might lose a little bit of handling, but I would say it's worth it for that comfortability of the 20-inch rims. The induction is easy to get. You can always sell the wheels and get Gemini through marketplaces like eBay. Exactly. You can trade them to people. There's always going to be someone out there that wants to upgrade. And it's also a little bit more comfortable, or I guess not as comfortable as the 19-inch rims, but you could jump through the hoops as well. When will the standard range come for a customer order? Maybe even next week, because we'll start to see once Tesla Investor Day comes out. I picked up my Tesla at Playa del Rey, California. Nice. Congrats. I don't think 20-inch inductions on the Model YP are a good investment at that point, which you're only $2K away from Model YP, which is superior trim. That's a good point. Yeah, you might as well just bump up to the Model Y Performance than just sell the 21-inch rims, and you'll probably be the same as well. I ordered my Model Y long range with 20-inch rims, EDD to March then May, and now 3 to 14. Okay, so it's getting pushed around as well. Did you announce a winner for the drawing yet already? Not yet. I'll probably do it right after we get off this stream on Instagram, and so then that way I can coordinate the winner off of Instagram, and there won't be any YouTube scammers on the channel. Originally ordered Model Y long range on 2/24, changed my Performance Model Y last week and received VIN on Wednesday. Delivery is between March to 9/16. Nice, congrats. I don't think the 20-inch ranks. Oh, I was able to use old reservation using the method you mentioned in your video. My order agreement has the original owner name, and luckily my purchase agreement only has my name. Nice, congrats. It's good to hear that's still working. Hopefully your delivery is smooth and you're able to lock that down, because it could still Tesla, someone at the Tesla department might see it and kind of nix it. So just don't count all your chickens just yet before they hatch. I have the old cameras on my 2023. Yeah. It's okay. We can just get another one. Got the disclaimer. Well, not really, but got the disclaimer. We'll definitely proceed. Things are very ever changing. That's tech for you. Yeah, unfortunately. Should you wait for the CVRP rebate to order? I would say wait for it. Have you already ordered yet? You can order anytime. It's really just delivery. You have to take it after, or no, you can take delivery now and you still be fine. Hey, so what I read on the IRS website is that the $7,500 tax rate is now refundable. That means if you only owe $3,000 in taxes, will you only get that much? Can you talk about it? Well, actually, there's tons of videos on the channel that I've made about the tax credit and explain. So definitely check it out. DennisCW tax credit. I'm pretty sure you could hit that. And boom, look at that. Actually, no, that's not even the right one. It's this one. It's this one right here. No, actually, it's not that one either. Oh, too many. One of them is like tax credit explain. You can check that out. I think, is it this one? Tax credit explained. You can check it out, and it's this one right here. Boom. Check out that video, and it goes in through how much you actually have to make as a W-2 employee, how much federal taxes you pay, and all that stuff. So it's a little bit more clarifying on that. Order Model Y Performance on 2/11 EDD. Call the center. They're probably ready in a week earlier. Nice, nice. So those who signed the disclaimer probably will not get 4.0. I kind of took it the other way, that we would. Actually, I don't know. Actually, it could go both ways. But yeah, I guess we really won't know until people start actually taking delivery of hardware 4.0, because Tesla does not like to announce anything with clarity, essentially. So Tapia, thank you. Thanks for jumping in. I hope you're doing well. The way the wording was after you agreed was explain all the new cameras would do. Why would they not have us agree to it to not get it? I don't know. I would say it's more of like a disclaimer so that you're buying it, because I'm pretty sure there was like a wording of that way back before when they took USS sensors away. But maybe, hopefully, there's really nothing you can do except cancel your order or try and push your orders. So whatever Tesla you get is kind of the Tesla you get. I really hope Tesla Vision will be rolled into 2023 Model Ys. Yeah, that'd be sick. Ordered Model Y Performance. I'm in New York with the EDD of 3.7. Not any luck getting earlier. Still no VIN. My recommendation is going to the store. Try and talk to them. See if you can actually get one in the queue. and see if there's one eligible that's in transit or maybe even order cancellations. Those happen pretty often, so that way you can try and get one ASAP and put your name on it from the Tesla rep, because that's kind of the only strategy. And also just asking them, are there other types of inventory vehicles that are available, like demo, showroom, test drive vehicles, even damage disclosure vehicles, that they could put your name on it and reserve the VIN under your name. So that might be the only way to do it. All right, we're gonna jump into our next topic. So welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, it seems like Tesla has a demand problem for this vehicle and this trim. So we'll take a look at it. And that vehicle, of course, is the Tesla Model S. They've upped the discount even more now, and this is probably the biggest discount I've seen ever. We're past levels we've never seen before on the refresh Model S. So we'll definitely take a look at it. And really, spoiler alert, there is a $22,000 discount on a brand new Tesla Model S. It is new from Tesla, not used. You would still be the first owner. So we will take a look at it. That's for sure. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link, where you can get links to my credit unions that all have interest rates as low, better than Tesla financing, from 3.2% plus. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. But let us take a look at this. So here it is, right? We'll go straight into it on waitingfortesla.com. There is a $22 or almost $22,000 discount, $21,880 discount on a brand new 2022 Tesla Model S demo. It's gray with black interior. It's in California. It's got 21-inch rims, which is a almost $4,500 option. But this is, I mean, we haven't seen, this is lower than prices, than of course retail prices in the past. If we were to look at what the price of a refresh Tesla Model S first was when it first came out, it was an $80,000 base price point. But jumping to this one, I mean, this is a massive discount, because even if we were to go back way back when at $80,000, this is like a $85,000, $87,000 MSRP at the time, and it's still a discount on top of that as well. So definitely some pretty huge discounts. But the crazy thing with this is not even the lowest priced Tesla Model S new that has been released today. I didn't even know that this was a section of mattjung.net's Tesla inventory charts, but he posted this earlier today, and you can see right here, there was one for a brand new Tesla Model S with only 367 miles on it for a low, brand new $77,000. I don't even know how to even calculate what that price is, or off of the price of the MSRP is. I mean, granted, it is in Hawaii, so like not a lot of people, except for the people in Hawaii, that could certainly buy that one, can take advantage. But either way, this one right here, $79,000, that's probably the lowest brand new Tesla Model S I've seen in a while, and definitely some pretty interesting stuff. So let me know what your thoughts on it are. Tesla certainly has some sort of problem or some sort of demand problem with selling Model S's, and they've literally pressed the clearance button on Tesla Model S's and even X's too. But I mean, we kind of know what the reasoning why is. Well, A, it could be because they're just trying to get rid of these Model S's and X's because for whatever reason they need the sales on them. But B, essentially it's because, hardware 4.0 is out. It's already been spotted on the Model S and the Model X, and so there's just a matter of time before those vehicles need to start to be sold. The new vehicles with the hardware 4.0 cameras are going to be sold, and the old ones, need to get out of their inventory. You can see, so inventory started just to spike up a little bit for the Model S and X specifically. But let's take a look at to the new Model X section to see if there's any other. So this is crazy, because that big discount from yesterday, where we were looking at the Model X at a $17,000 discount, is still here. So I suspect there's going to be some huge discounts on the Model X as well. So I mean, would I buy one of these? Maybe if it goes a little bit lower, then we'll see. But right now, it's still crazy deals. It looks like we refreshed that Model S one, and that one's already gone. So it's already gone already. But definitely some crazy deals that are going to happen, if not already happening, and if not, will be happening in March, as it's the last quarter of the Tesla sales month, or the last month of the first quarter. And so Tesla will probably need to clear these Model S's and X's very, very soon. So let me know what your thoughts on it. Are you buying a Model S or X? Let me know, are these deals and prices good for you? But this is going to take a hampering for sure on the used market side, that's for sure. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. We're going to jump into our next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price, including credit unions on that list that have interest rates as low as 3.2% to 4% that are all better than Tesla financing from 60 to 80 months. So definitely check that out if you're interested. All right. Let me write down the timestamp. Drink some water. We've got two more topics, and of course, then we'll go through all the chats in the streams. But let's see here. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, it looks like we're going to ask the question, was the Generation 2 or next gen Tesla platform Tesla Model 2, was it spotted in a most recent Tesla video? We'll take a look at what was actually shown. And is this the next new $25,000 model Tesla Model 2 that is being teased about, and that might even be revealed as this big thing, the next thing, and the March 1st investor call? So I want to know what your thoughts on it are. But before we do that, this video is, if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, but more on that later. All right, so let's take a look at this. Shout out to Inside EVs. Of course, this is a mock-up of a Tesla 2, but this would be cool. Like if they actually come out with this with like a little hatchback, four-door sedan. I mean, everybody wants sedans, if not SUVs. I mean, I think that we should make it like a small SUV. I don't think they would make it, they shouldn't make it a sedan. They should make it like a lifted hatch. I think that would be cool. But in the most recent Tesla Engineering HQ video that was released by Tesla, where they announced like they're going to be moving their engineering HQ to California, there were some spy shots, and it looked exactly just like that, or at least not spy shots, like a lot of like artist renderings that Tesla was putting on the pages or on the screens. So you can see there's like a lot of different like funky renderings. I mean, this one kind of looks like a Model Y. This one looks like a Model 3. And this one looks like a sportier Model 2, 3. And so, I mean, that would be cool. Like, I think if it had the same styling, of course, it probably will with the Model 3 and the Model Y. But I certainly think it needs to be some sort of SUV, because I think as time and time again shown, like at least with the Model Y inventory selling very, very quickly, people want an SUV or even like a small size SUV. And so I think that would be a missed opportunity if they don't make it into like some sort of small SUV for Tesla. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. This may or may not be a leaked or like a plant, I guess, from Tesla in their latest video, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I guess we'll take a look at the video right here. I guess is this queued up right here? Or is this just like a middle part of the video? So a lot of this footage is like old, right? Like they just reuse it over and over again, which is kind of funny. Okay, but that's like showing their history. Okay, Cybertruck. I think that was a Model 3. Or sorry, semi-truck. Full self-driving. Yoke. Full self-driving. Do they actually have that robot like moving around the office? That would be pretty cool. So we're trying to find out where that, what do we call that? Like a rendering sketch, a concept sketch? Oh, there we go. Okay, so the design studio. Okay, so it's at 11:40 if you want to see it yourself. in the video talking about the HQ. Oops. Or 1139. Right here. Okay, so what else do we see here? Blue Model Y looks like. Looks like we have Gemini wheels, a non-yoke steering wheel. So maybe is this more recent than older? Some interior sketches, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think a Tesla Model 2, is that what, if this, did they just purposely leak it? They might have, right? And then covered the front of it, kind of just tease that this vehicle is actually coming out. And maybe this is what's going to be announced on March 1st, which would be huge. That's for sure at the end of the day. But let me know your thoughts down below in the description or even in the live chat. We're going to jump back into the comments into the stream. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down in the description, there's a Patreon link. So definitely check it out if you are interested. Cool. I'm trying to mess with this marker system and it seems to be working nicer. But if you're just joining in, Tesla Model Y inventory, we should see a spike this weekend. We just saw a little mini spike right there, but we should see, if we were to follow along with Tesla's pattern, they seem to release Model Ys every 6 or 7 days from here. But really, it's all Model Y standard ranges, all-wheel drive, that go release into the inventory every 6 or 7 days. So we're probably going to see some get pumped in from either maybe this Saturday or Sunday. And so if you are interested in one, it might be a good time to try and stalk the websites to try and buy one. And if you have a Model Y long range on order, we've been hearing that switching to inductions might speed up that order. So let me know if you've done that, and or if that's a actually real world method to you. But let's jump back into some of the comments. I noticed the inventory Model Y is flying out. I really want one, but worried about not getting it before March 31st. Yeah, you just gotta take the risk, put a $250 deposit down, and hope for the best. Really. Hardware 3.5 is very capable. I have no doubt it'll just be fine. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I understand, having the latest and the greatest is always the best, but you'll just buy the Tesla, drive for 3 to 4 years, and then or 5 years, and then there's always gonna be another one. Order Model Y standard range with induction wheels. Original date. Now it's changed to March 26. Are the Model Ys equipped with the 5 megapixel camera yet? My 2023 Model Y I took delivery from yesterday does not have it. Fremont, I think it's a mixed bag. Actually, I was thinking Fremont would have the newer cameras and not the Dallas one, but definitely interesting. Yo, Dennis, I got my Tesla Model Y 2 days ago, and don't regret anything. I went to Model Y Supercharger days, $23 for 300 miles. Yes, congrats on your Tesla. Get that home charger set up or a level 2 setup, and you'll be golden. And or try and find free charging near you, because that's always another good setup as well. My original configuration has a March and later set deliver. I didn't have VIN and found this channel and learned about waiting for Tesla and just stalked it until my build showed up. Yes. Yep. Yeah, this is probably one of the biggest tips, is going to waiting for Tesla.com and just trying to find one, and then or risking another $250 or getting a really good Tesla advisor to switch your pending order to an inventory vehicle. Got my vid in New York on Wednesday after updating an order a week ago. Performance. Okay, interesting. Nice. If you make a change to order, like going from 19 to 20 inch rims, does that only affect the final price to add in the 1K tires, or is it affecting the base price? It should keep your base price and only add the $2,000 because induction rims are $2,000, not $1,000. If by April 1st the tax credit reduces to just $3,750, do you think Tesla will lower the prices again? Maybe. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yep. What's it like to park a Model Y with Tesla Vision only? It's not that bad. I mean, the cameras are still really clear and huge. And so even if you don't have the sensors, like, you can still see a lot. It's not like other cars that have small rear view cameras or small rear cameras where you can't see much. Do you think that would increase the price of the Model S because of the hardware 4.0? Possibly. Why do demo Model S dual or dual model drive have different ranges? Why do Model S, the demo dual motor all-wheel drive, have different ranges? It's because it had the 21-inch rims, which is reduces the range by like 25 miles. Yes, Model 2, sexy. Yeah, that'd be sick. I've had 2 lower-end Teslas that were older, and they both had USSS. It's annoying that my 2023 doesn't. It's not that bad. I mean, I certainly get it because you're buying such an expensive car and it doesn't have that. That would suck. Do all EVs allow you to use a carpool lane? Depending on different states, it's got different regulations, different applications. I know in California we have to apply for a we have to apply for a sticker, and then you can go into the carpool lane. Yang, welcome, late to the stream. No, don't even worry about it. You're jumping in, love it. Join. Well, if you're late, you gotta hit the like button. I think that's the rule. But welcome to the stream. We're talking about Model Y inventory. We're probably going to see an inventory increase this weekend, and probably it's going to be Model Y standard ranges as well. Do you think that the 2023 Model Ys have been delivered are going to be backward compatible with hardware 4.0? Doesn't seem like it, unless, maybe Elon's just going to come with a ton of, hot fire announcements on March 1st. It's going to talk about Model 2 coming out. It's going to talk about hardware 4.0, retrofit to every single Tesla out there in existence. But it's going to be like $3,000. So, I don't know if that would be something like, okay, let's just play devil's advocate. Let's play devil's advocate. All Teslas that we own right now, or that we're even buying, what if it's got hardware 3.5, but Elon comes out and says, hey guys, hardware 4.0 is out. We're going to start rolling them out. But if you want to retrofit, it's going to cost you $2,650, $2,650. Are you going to do it? Or are you going to be like, I'm okay. I would love to, actually, let's just put a poll on that. Let's do a poll. Hardware 4.0 retrofit will cost you $2,650. You doing it? I would love to actually Cybertruck and Roadster on the streets before hearing about a new car. Yeah, that's true, right? So we got Roadster that's pending. We got Cybertruck that is pending but could be coming out soon. So yeah, you're right. Like Tesla's has always been about a lot about hype. And so a Model 2 will just be further hype. And if we look at Tesla's previous history, if they announce Model 2 on March 1st, that car is probably not coming out till 2030, to be honest. Maybe 2027. You gotta give it at least 3 to 4 years of a ramp or even production time. Unless, maybe they've been quietly working on in the background. Because Franz, the chief designer of Tesla, did say there is a design that he's been working on that he's been very excited about, and he's been waiting to release it, and it's already been done. Maybe that's the Model 2 design. Maybe. I'm hearing no on hardware 4 compatibility. Yeah, no. Elon said no retrofits. Exactly. If the IRS credit is available until 2032, wouldn't it be better to wait and see, as there will be a lot of EV options in the upcoming years and EV prices will come down a bit? Yeah, for sure. Like if you don't need a car, if you don't need something to drive, might as well just wait it out, because next year the tax credit becomes point of sale. So, it might not be worth it as well. But if it's point of sale and Tesla Model Y qualifies, or even Model 3, Tesla's going to increase the price. That's for sure. Which is no good. I'm mad because they promised FSD. Now I can't retrofit to get the ultimate experience of the hardware full self-driving. Yeah, that's why I always, if you, 100% of the time, if anyone asks me, is full self-driving worth it? And I say, absolutely not. It is not worth it because, my personal story, I got tricked into buying full self-driving. It was $6,000 at the time when my first Tesla Model 3 was a 2019 Tesla Model 3, and I never got full self-driving. I never got accepted into the beta, never even got a chance. And so I kept that car for almost 2 years, and I was like, you know what, this doesn't make any sense. I'm literally giving Tesla money for no reason. I'll just wait until it actually comes out. And then since then, I got the Tesla Model 3. It was hardware 3.0. It was right at the cusp from 2.5 to 3.0, and now we're at hardware 4.0, and still full self-driving is it's out right now. Yeah, you can get it. No, you can't. I only paid $3,000 for FSD. Okay, then that's worth it. Then you might as well just keep it. Will a Tesla Model X $80,000 below to get the $7,500 tax rate? Maybe. It's possible. I agree that a Model 2 Performance hot hatch version would be a big seller for college young audience. Yeah, we've got other hot hatches out there right now that are certainly taking a part of the market, so it might be worth it. I just got funded with Tenet. Thanks, Dennis, for the recommendation. 48 turnaround. Holy crap. And my Model Y performance got pushed from March 31st to May 5th through February. Whoa, wow. That's like two good things that turn around for you. Tenet. Shout out to Tenet for sponsoring the videos, and link down below in the description if you're interested in Tenet. It's a different way to finance your vehicle in which you could potentially go for a absolutely low monthly payment. It's a different strategy. I get it, but definitely check it out if you're interested. Link down below in the description. But that's cool. They were able to turn you around in 48 hours and Tesla pushed up your order. You must be a happy camper to be able to take delivery ASAP. That quickly. That's sick. Full self-driving is a long way to go. Doubt you'll miss anything. Yeah, 100,000 million%. Ordered Model Y long range on 2/18, March 31st to 13th. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's still a month away. I'm picking up my Model Y 3 standard range on Monday, and then hoping for another price drop before that. Hey, you never know. You never ever know. Let's check on the poll. Wow, actually, this is more people than I thought. Hardware 4.0 retrofit, would it cost? It will cost you $2,650. Are you doing it? Wow. 35% of you said yes. 1 in 3 said you would pay the $2,650, and of course, 65% no. I mean, you know my answer. I definitely wouldn't, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I guess 30%. We can say 30% of people would actually pay for the hardware retrofit. Can we tell which cameras we got in our Model Y? Yeah, we're going to have to wait. Someone out there is going to post something about that, like how to tell. We just have to wait until that actually comes out. Yo, Dennis, my delivery date for the Model Y long range got pushed again. Now it's April 2nd. What's the thoughts on 7,500 tax credit? By then, especially April, we're probably going to get more clarification, and or IRS could push out. They could push their qualification, and all vehicles could qualify after that. Not too bad. Still, $3K could have been Tesla stocks. Great point. Exactly. Could have saved that money, and not, I wish I did on my $6,000 full self-driving purchase. I wish I could have. Dennis, you need to make some water break merch. Yeah, not bad actually. We should get a Tesla cup. I don't know what I'd put on it, but open to ideas. Yes, also stupid because the value of FSD is not much, so no thank you to full self-drive. 15K, yeah. Full self-driving on the used side is $2,000 at best. I did hit the like. No, thank you. Thanks for hitting the like button. What are we potentially giving out without hardware 4.0? I guess just better full self-driving and or better autopilot. But, I use autopilot a lot. I mean, I used to use autopilot like maybe 90% of the time when it drives. I've noticed on my most recent Tesla, I'm maybe at like 40 to 50%. I don't know why. Maybe I know it's weird. I like driving with the yoke, I guess. But I need to get back into using it more often. I guess I'm just been conditioned so long to not using it. I just need to use it again. Is there a break-in period for the Model Y? Nope. That's the beauty of electric cars. You can just kind of beat on them, and they're kind of bulletproof. What year, what FSD 3K, and how much was the stock at the time? It's a great question. I mean, 2019, we bought the Tesla Model 3. It was $6,000 at the time. We probably ordered it 3-4 months before that. So, I don't know, late 2019. Would the Y lose the full 7,500? It could lose the full. It could go down to 3,750. Could really go either way. Place my Model Y long range 126 received 2 weeks ago. You need to physically go to Tesla and speak to someone. Through persistent dedication, you achieve your goal. Don't take no for an answer. Yes, 100%. I recommend that to everybody that's got a pending order. Go into your Tesla store, talk to someone. You get more bees with honey, so be nicer than, don't be in, a hole. And, ask people. Ask the Tesla reps. If you get, if you don't have good luck on the first try going again, because you never know. Or maybe go to a different store. You never know. Some Tesla reps are more helpful and skilled than others, and so you never know who you might get to help you. Dennis, when are these new Model Y's inventories coming from? Well, they're coming from Fremont or Austin, Texas. But yeah, they're just popping up. What's the best color on the Model Y? In my opinion, blue. Blue or black, I would say, but blue. Waiting for Model Y. Yes. Stock price was much cheaper. Yeah. Model 2, I'd say about 5 to 10 years. Yeah. I mean, maybe they'll do something funny like what? We're in 2023 right now, right? We're 2023. Yeah, I don't know. They moved my date 4 times. Yeah, they'll probably move your date way more than that. Plenty of supercharging opening up. 15 is opening up in my neighborhood. Great to see Tesla making it happen. I mean, that's the one thing. You can't knock Tesla. Like, as much as hate that Tesla gets, the one thing that they do is they execute on their ideas and what they say. I mean, it might take them longer than they would like, but or what people would like, but they do what they say they want to do at the end of the day. 7,500 is not a tax credit, it's a tax liability. You need to owe the government 7,500 to break even. Well, my question to you, Mr. Frank, is at how much income level or W-2 do you need to make income in W-2 to owe $7,500 tax liability? 3K invested for the last bit, free Tesla, and then some. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's almost like, yeah, nothing. Looking at the Model Y dual range, 19-inch 330. Not bad. Not bad. Needed now. Looking for. You're looking trying to buy a used one. Or you can use one? I don't know. Can't wait for Investor Day. Yeah, exactly. Dennis, can you recommend a cheap interest alternate for non-citizens? I have 830. Yeah, it's tough. I really don't have any good. I mean, I feel like maybe I should try and research that or something. If anybody's got any non-citizen credit unions out there, drop it in the comments or, help out, Mr. D, because, yeah, it's tough. What happened with the Model X vid? Yes, we've got a lot of footage right now. It's kind of sitting in a drive. I just thought of today, like maybe I should just hire an editor, just sift through it and edit it for me. I mean, I could do it. It just takes time. And, these live streams, we've been doing them, every day, nonstop. Like we haven't missed a day for like 3 months now. And so time is precious for sure. My mom got a Model 3 lease, but be careful, especially if you're counting on CVRP. We didn't read the fine print, and the CVRP requires 30 minutes of ownership. Got the 24 lease denied. Ooh, yeah, that's true. Very true. What's the APR for Tenet? I think it's about the same as Tesla, if not a little bit higher or lower. But the difference with Tenet is that you can defer the $7,500 tax credit till next year. And so there's a strategy there where you can get a really low monthly payment, get the tax credit next year, pay off of that. 5% for 1 year is really nothing. And then maybe even refinance the whole thing. So it's really for people that want the absolutely lowest monthly payment. Maybe there's people out there that, use it for business use, Uber or whatever. You want, more flowing capital. And so, that might be worth it. Water break merchant definitely needs to happen. Yeah. I was told by Tesla that because I'd put up my wife on the registration, she did not sign up to the Tesla app. They pushed me back. I don't know how accurate that is, but maybe. Prediction on hardware 4 on a Model Y coming soon. Tesla needs to execute on Tesla Vision ASAP, 100%. As I got 2023 Model 3, I'm eagerly waiting for Tesla sensors to be activated. Hope they announce this during Investor Day. That with Tesla and Visual coming soon. Yeah, I certainly agree. I think that's going to be happening very, very soon. Delivery of Model YP is set for March 10th. Let's go. Wow. Okay, coming up 2 weeks. Dennis, are you still banned from buying a Tesla, or are they finally making you an honorary spokesperson for them? I hope so. I mean, I haven't tried recently, but yeah, it'd be sick if we do have a Cybertruck potentially on order. I hope they don't. I hope they don't ban me. Keep me banned. You will need to mess around with your Fed and state status SO1 MO06. You will need to break numbers to break even in 2024. If anybody has questions on the tax credit or the EV tax credit, please consult. Don't even listen to me. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody on the internet or on YouTube. Please just go consult a CPA or someone who does this it for a living. But if you are, that's my disclaimer. But if you're someone that makes $75,000 W-2 income, you have a federal tax liability of around $8,000. And so if you buy a EV car, you will get it all back when you file for your taxes in 2024. ASAP yesterday, how are you calling out members of the chat? ASAP yesterday? How are you calling out? I don't know. Yeah, please do a shout out and do research for non-citizens for APR options. That is Model Y is on the way. I have an excellent credit score. I want to get this sorted. Try Tenet actually. See if that actually works. I used to edit my own Call of Duty editages and montages. If you want your video to look like that, let me know. Yeah. Call of Duty. That'd be interesting. Make sure you edit your own Model X. Fly with Falcon doors to your house. Yeah, like a flying Model X. That'd be funny. Man, I got your guide. It's good. Thank you. Thank you. Please add more CU options. We add it as quickly as we get them. So we try and search out there. But we've got some latest like Florida only options, which Tax Pro and HRR Black. Yeah, go ahead. Well, please, yeah, exactly. Yes. All right, we've got one last topic. What's the other H&R Block? There's H&R Block, and then is there another company that does taxes like that? I don't know if I think it's just a game of telephone. Everybody hears it from another source, and then they understand it how they understand it, and then it's just how misinformation is maybe spreaded. All right. We got one more topic. All right, so welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to take a look at range loss and how much Tesla Model 3, Model Ys, and other electric vehicles, what range they actually can go at versus what their stated range is on the websites, 330 miles and all that stuff. Also, and how it compares to other vehicles. And spoiler alert, the range that's posted on Tesla.com and all these other websites at 330, 400 mile range is actually not what the real world range is actually, in effect when you're actually driving the vehicles. So we're going to take a look at this chart that this company put together and to see, because we get this question a lot. Like a lot of people are coming into the stream in the chat saying like, hey, I'm driving 200 miles and my battery is basically at zero. What's going on? And so of course there's a lot of factors that go into play, but we'll take a look at this article to see what the actual range is on real world versus stated range. So if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel and receive my credit union list with as interest rates as low as 3.2%. Please definitely check it out if you are interested. So let us take a look at this. This is the article from Inside EV, so shout out to them. Thank you to them. What's the real world highway range of today's electric cars? We test them to find out. So we'll just jump down to the meat and potatoes right here, and we can see basically everybody, all manufacturers across the board, from the range that they post on the website or the EPA range to their actual real world range is always a lower amount. You can see just rolling down the list here, we've got the first one at, let's see, Lucid Air Dream. We actually won't take a look at it. We'll take a look at Model 3 and Model Y comparison. So Model 3 is specifically, it's got a 12% range loss. So they post on their website, well, of course this is a 2021, but 343 mile range versus 310 actual range. I mean, that's still good even at 310. Model S Plaid with the big 21-inch rims, 348 versus 300. Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive 2019 or all-wheel drive 2019. We got 322 versus 290. So we're creeping into the twos a little bit. Model Y all-wheel drive at 2020, so definitely a little bit older, like 2 to 3 years older, 316 versus 276. And I would actually concur with that. Like my Model Y long range or my Model Y performance when I had it would really only get like 280 at best case scenario on top of that. But we've got some newer upcomers out to the block right here. So Kia EV6 274 to 245 with only a 10% range loss, so that's actually not bad at all. We got the Volkswagen ID4 250 to 234, only 6% loss, so really not bad at all. The Hyundai Ioniq 5, which we've talked about a lot on the channel because I used to think that was a very compelling deal. 256 mile range of EPA rated range versus 227 at an 11.3 loss. Bolt EV 12%, so just basically the same as Tesla. Ford Mach-E 211, a gain of 226 real world. So I mean that's probably the only vehicle on this list that actually has a gain there, or actually no, the BMW did as well. This one is massive. So 2022 Hyundai Ioniq 5 with the limited edition 20-inch rims, or the limited trim with 20-inch rims, the big rims, 24% range loss, or 256 EPA rated range and 195 real world range. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts, like how many miles of range do you get, in actuality with your Tesla Model Y or Model 3? And, spoiler alert, it is going to be less no matter what, because, there's highway speeds that you could be going out. There's temperature that could go into it. There's people that, because it's an EV, you do get more acceleration or instant acceleration off of the line. And so that could, accelerate the range or decrease of battery range from your vehicle. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know. Let me know what your thoughts on it are. Let me know if you're getting the actual stated range. I don't know if I've heard anybody actually get the real stated EPA range on their vehicles, but definitely some interesting stuff. But we're going to jump back into the comments into the live stream, but today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. So definitely check out the description if you're interested. Is your Tesla price history sheet only available on Patreon? It is available on the Patreon, but it's also available on the wide web, the World Wide Web. So definitely check. You can find it. It's very easy to do it. So yeah, I was hit with a 500 bump when I changed. Oh, what the? You should keep your price book. It shouldn't change. Any good bank with low APR for self-employed employees? Check out Tenet financing down below in the description link. Thank you to Tenet. Received my Model Y performance yesterday. Disappointed? Why are you disappointed? Yeah. Spill the beans. Let us know what's up. My tax guy said apply for the CVRP ASAP. It is first come first serve because they might not have funds to go around. Well, actually, we can actually see how much funds they actually have. I think last time it said 362. I don't know how often this website updates, but they've got $362 million in funds. I mean, granted that, is a big number, but maybe it's not that big. I mean, let's do 362 million divided by what the average rebate is 4,500. So that's 80,000 vehicles that could go around. 1 second. Let me go. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. No sensors scratched my car on garage. Eesh. Yes. Sorry to hear. Hopefully these scratches isn't that bad. Hopefully it's like on the paint and not, really in there, because then you can get a detail to buff it out. Yeah, man, girlfriend really wants to be able to park safely. She can't parallel park. Yes. 70,000 with lower spec than 2022. Yeah, sensors, but now, it really seems like they're not going to bring sensors back at all. So really, I'm curious. Tesla Vision versus sensors. There's going to be a lot of comparison videos coming out soon. Why that impressive video for less than an average car? Overrated car. Yes. Commercial, yay. No video window control for Model 23 Model Y performance? What do you mean no window control? Is it worth getting $500 gap insurance to save 25% alone? Yeah, why not? If there's any way to follow your Tesla bill, just the app, unfortunately. Imagine no sales tax like New Jersey. Yeah, 100%. Let's check the Tesla inventories. Ooh, starting to spike up. We're seeing some. Yeah, it looks like Tesla is starting to put in Model Y all-wheel drives. Too much water now. It's bad for break time. Oh, you are smart. Very smart. Deactivate the window controller. Oh, what the? That's not good. Which models have you owned? Well, actually, oh, unless you're asking Dr. Khaled. Well, actually, we've completed sexy. I need to update my profile. Might as well, right? Well, maybe I shouldn't do it on stream. Because we've completed sexy. We just got an X. We've done a variety of mods to it. Or services, I guess, not necessarily modifications. But yeah. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for joining in. Once we end the stream, we will probably announce the giveaway winner on the Instagram. I was trying to, let's see if Tesloid responded back to me. They have not. Yang, I'm Jelly. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of deals right now on the X side. Still not lower than, I mean, video coming soon. Dennis, do you recommend PPF? So we did make a video on that. Did make a video, and it's really for certain buyers, I would say. Not everybody I would recommend PPF, but here's the full video right here, DennisCW PPF. I bet you can type in DennisCW and then any Tesla question. I bet. Let's try one. DennisCW tint. Pay protection recommended. Oh, and there's my Model S video. Where's the Model Y? What? Or how about DennisCW tint Model Y? Huh? Ah, look at that video. What else we got? DennisCW Tesla accessory. Huh? There we go. What about DennisCW best Tesla accessory? Because we've actually, there we go. Okay, so this was like, that's a accessory that I actually used a lot, but I don't think you can really get it anymore. But then of course there's everybody else. Oh, here's another one. How about DennisCW floor mats? What? That's not DennisCW. Maybe you have to do because they did Dennis floor mats. There we go. Model 3. Got GTR floor mats. Let's see here. Do loaners count? Y3S, not quite sexy? Yeah, sure, why not? If you've driven it, that means you've experienced it. That means you can write and talk all about it. I received my Model Y cabin climate control error message and heater not working. Eee. Oh, is that a question to me? Does the best Tesla accessories? Well, actually, I'm glad you asked. Right on the screen, there's a promo code for the top 3 accessory companies that I recommend. Tamai, I've got a ton of accessories from them. Jawa, really good phone mounts, and also other great accessories from them. And then also Tesloid, a sponsor of the channel. We're giving away all-weather floor mats from last Friday's video. If you want to join in, we're probably going to announce the giveaway winner for that later today. But if you want to join in, all you have to do is go to my community page, scroll down just a little bit, and there is a link right here to a YouTube video where it gives you the exact instructions on how to join in on the all-weather floor mats that Tesloid is giving away for your Model 3 or Model Y. So thank you to Tesloid for sponsoring that, and we'll choose the winner tonight. Dennis, why don't I see it's 269 Model Y on Tesla's website? Well, because that is actually a Model Y standard range all-wheel drive. And you cannot order them just yet. I like listening to your channel. Very knowledgeable. No, thank you, Yvette. Thanks for coming in. Only Model Y for me. Yes, yeah, Model Y is probably the best value, best bang for buck at the end of the day. Any suggestions for best Model Y formats? Well, actually, I know Java. Let's check out Java. Promo code on the screen, of course. There we go. Okay, so 225. Let's check out Tesloid. They got the 3D ones, which are maybe nicer. There we go. 159 plus 10% off. I mean, Tesla did do a promo where like first 10 people that DM them saying Dennis sent me got like an extra promo code. I'm sure it's probably capped data now, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to always just ask and see what happens, right? So if you DM them on Instagram, it's like Tesloid01, like TSL, or you can probably find the link down here or not. If you DM them, maybe they'll get you more than 10%. Doesn't hurt to ask. That's always been my MO or motto at the end of the day. Hands down, Jawa's got the best quality center console organizers. Yeah, Jawa's got really good stuff. I really like their car mount holders. Like I've this one. I've had this one. I didn't like it as much, but the MagSafe one, I mean, because it's MagSafe, of course, really, really good. This one, I would recommend this one. Oh, sorry. I'd recommend this one for sure, especially if you have an iPhone. CA here is not available. Any suggestions for white seat covers for the Model 3? Well, actually, Tap Test might be sending us something, so we might be able to see if that matches up. But yeah, sorry guys, I gotta jump on a Patreon call. I forgot it's actually at 6:30. So thank you to Roland for joining the Patreon. We gotta jump on a call with you. But thanks for watching, everybody. Please hit that like if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.